Nobody, and we mean nobody, was prepared for the explosive showdown that unfolded when Jasmine Washington came face-to-face with Erica Racine during the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 13 premiere. What was supposed to be a calm, grown-woman conversation quickly spiraled into a heated clash that left the entire set frozen in disbelief. Cameras were rolling, mics were hot, and within seconds, emotions ran high in a way that had producers scrambling behind the scenes. Fans are shocked at how fast things escalated. 1 minute, Jasmine was calmly adjusting her seat, flashing that confident smile viewers have come to recognize. The next, her tone shifted. Her eyes narrowed. And Erica wasn't backing down either. The tension was so thick you could practically cut it with a knife. Words were exchanged sharp, personal, and filled with years of unspoken resentment. Insiders claim this wasn't just about petty gossip. No, this was deeper. Old wounds, betrayals, allegiances questioned. And when Erica allegedly brought up something from Jasmine's past that should have stayed buried, that's when the temperature in the room skyrocketed. You could see it in Jasmine's face, hurt, anger, disbelief, all bubbling to the surface at once. Cast members nearby looked stunned. Some tried to intervene. Others simply watched as the conversation detonated into one of the most intense confrontations the franchise has seen in years. So what exactly did Erica say that pushed Jasmine to her breaking point? And why are fans already calling this the most dramatic premiere in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta history? Trust us, you're not ready for what went down. The room was already heavy with tension when Jasmine Washington finally leaned forward in her chair and looked Erica Racine dead in the eye. And what started as a calm sit-down for LHHATL Season 13 Episode 1 instantly turned into something nobody in that building could control. Producers had pitched it as a clearing-the-air moment, but from the second Erica crossed her legs and let out that slow, sarcastic sigh, you could tell this was not about peace. This was about pride. This was about history. And most of all, this was about who was going to walk away with their reputation intact. Jasmine's voice was steady at first. "I'm not here to argue, Erica. I'm here because you've been saying my name in rooms I'm not even in." The cameras zoomed in on Erica's expression, and she didn't flinch. Instead, she tilted her head and responded with a smirk. "If your name keeps coming up, maybe it's because your actions keep following you." That line alone made everyone behind the monitors freeze. Fans are shocked at how quickly the conversation went from surface-level shade to something deeply personal. Jasmine's jaw tightened. You could see the hurt flash across her face before the anger replaced it. "Don't do that," she warned softly. "Don't try to twist this into something it's not." But Erica wasn't backing down. She leaned forward, her bracelets clinking against the glass table. "No, let's actually talk about it. You've been painting me as the villain all over Atlanta, telling people I'm messy, telling people I can't be trusted. But you forgot to tell them what you did." And just like that, emotions ran high. The crew shifted nervously. One cast member whispered, "This is about to get ugly," under her breath. Jasmine blinked rapidly, clearly trying to hold herself together. "What exactly did I do?" she asked, her voice rising slightly. Erica didn't hesitate. "You went behind my back and tried to sabotage my showcase. You called promoters and told them I wasn't reliable. You tried to play me like I wouldn't find out." The accusation hung in the air like smoke. Jasmine shook her head immediately. "That's a lie. And you know it's a lie." Her tone sharpened, and the calm demeanor she walked in with began to crack. "I have never once tried to stop your money. Don't put that on me." Erica laughed, but there was no humor in it. "Then why did two separate people tell me you said I was unstable and not ready for prime time?" She used air quotes dramatically, and the tension escalated even further. The family was left divided even off camera. Some cast members later admitted they believed Erica had receipts. Others felt like Jasmine was being unfairly cornered. But in that moment, inside that room, it was just the two of them and years of unresolved resentment. Jasmine finally stood up, pacing a few steps before turning back around. You want to talk about unstable? Let's talk about how you've been smiling in my face while texting people about my personal life. Erica's eyes widened. Don't go there. But Jasmine did. You told folks my relationship was fake. You told them I was only here for a storyline. That's not business. That's personal. Erica slammed her hand lightly on the table. Because it is fake. She shot back. Every season, it's a new narrative with you. A new victim story. And I'm tired of you acting innocent. The volume in the room jumped instantly. A producer stepped closer, ready to intervene if necessary. You don't get to question my real life just because yours is falling apart, Jasmine snapped. That comment hit hard. Erica's expression shifted from anger to disbelief. Wow, so now you're attacking my family. Her voice cracked slightly, revealing that beneath all the bravado, this was deeper than reality TV drama. I didn't attack your family, Jasmine replied, but her tone was still fiery. I said stop projecting onto me. Erica stood up now too, closing the physical distance between them. No, what you said was calculated. You always do this. You push, then act shocked when somebody pushes back. The atmosphere felt like it could explode at any second. One wrong word and it would be boom. Jasmine folded her arms. You want honesty? Here it is. I don't trust you. I haven't trusted you since last year when you sat at my dinner table and then ran to bloggers the next day. Gasps could be heard from off camera. Erica's face flushed. I never went to any blogger. Jasmine raised an eyebrow. So the screenshots are fake? That single question changed everything. Erica hesitated, just for a split second, and that pause spoke volumes. Screenshots can be manipulated, she replied carefully. You of all people should know that. Jasmine laughed bitterly. See, this is what I'm talking about. Accountability doesn't live here. She pointed toward Erica's chest. You stir the pot, then hide your hands. And you rewrite history, Erica fired back. You play the sympathy card so well that people forget the damage you cause. Both women were now talking over each other, voices overlapping, neither willing to yield. The conversation was no longer about showcases or rumors. It was about respect. It was about who felt betrayed first. A mutual friend finally stepped in, placing a hand between them. Ladies, this is going left, she warned. But it was already left. Jasmine's eyes were glossy now, not from weakness but from frustration. I came here to fix this, she said, her voice trembling despite her efforts to steady it. But you clearly came here to embarrass me. Erica crossed her arms. No, I came here for the truth. And as both women stood there, breathing heavily, staring each other down while the cameras captured every micro-expression, it became painfully clear that this wasn't going to be resolved with a simple apology. Something bigger was unraveling, something that had been building long before this scene ever started. And neither Jasmine nor Erica was prepared for just how far this confrontation was about to go. Because the moment Erica folded her arms and said you want the truth, the entire energy in the room shifted from heated disagreement to full-blown emotional warfare. Jasmine let out a slow breath, almost like she was bracing herself for impact. Say it, she challenged. Say whatever you've been rehearsing. Erica didn't blink. Fine. The truth is you've been trying to edge me out since the minute producers started taking my calls more seriously than yours. The accusation was sharp and it cut deep. Jasmine's eyes widened. That's what this is about. Jealousy? She laughed in disbelief, but there was tension in it. I don't control who calls you, Erica. If they're calling you, maybe it's because you finally have something to offer. The shade was undeniable. A castmate in the corner whispered, "Oh my God," as emotions ran high yet again. Erica stepped closer. Don't minimize me. I worked for everything I have. You, on the other hand, know how to manipulate sympathy. Jasmine's face hardened. Sympathy. You think what I've been through is some storyline. Her voice cracked. and for a split second, vulnerability peeked through the armor. You think public humiliation is strategy. Erica didn't soften. I think you use your tears like weapons. That line landed heavy. Fans are shocked by how personal the conversation became in a matter of minutes. Jasmine's breathing grew heavier. You have no idea what you're talking about, she said, her tone low and dangerous now. But you keep poking. A producer finally spoke up. Let's try to keep this constructive. But constructive had left the building. Jasmine turned back toward Erica. If you feel threatened, just say that. Erica scoffed loudly. Threatened by you, please. I'm threatened by fake loyalty. By women who smile in my face and then question my character behind closed doors. Jasmine pointed toward the door. Because I question your character. You move funny. How? You move funny. How? Erica shot back instantly. Because every time there's drama, somehow your name is nearby, Jasmine said. You play innocent, but you light the match. Erica's voice rose again. No, Jasmine. I respond when I'm disrespected. And you've been disrespecting me for months. The room felt smaller, hotter, heavier. One cast member actually stepped outside, saying she needed air. The family was left divided, even among production assistants. Some felt Erica had been waiting for this confrontation. Others felt Jasmine had been pushing buttons quietly for too long. Let's talk about the dinner, Erica suddenly said. Jasmine froze. What about it? Erica's expression shifted into something calculated. You invited me into your home. You told me you wanted peace, but later that night, you texted someone saying I looked desperate on camera. Gasps erupted again. Jasmine blinked rapidly. Who told you that? Erica folded her arms tighter. Don't worry about who told me. Worrying about what you said, Jasmine shook her head in frustration. That message was taken out of context. Erica laughed bitterly. Oh, of course it was. I said you seemed desperate to clear your image, Jasmine clarified quickly. Because you were. That's not an insult. That's observation. Erica's eyes flashed. It is when it's coming from someone pretending to be my friend. The back and forth was relentless, neither woman willing to surrender ground. And just when it seemed like the argument had reached its peak, Erica dropped another bomb. And while we're being honest, let's talk about the call you made to my ex. The entire room went silent. Jasmine stared at her. What call? Erica's lips pressed into a thin line. Don't do that. Don't act confused. Jasmine's voice sharpened. I am confused. Erica took a deep breath. 2 weeks ago, my ex told me you reached out asking questions about me. About my finances, about my past. Jasmine looked stunned. That is a straight lie. Her tone was firm, unwavering. I have never called your ex, ever. Erica stepped forward again. So he just made that up. Jasmine didn't hesitate. Maybe he did. Maybe he's trying to get back at you. But don't pin that on me. Emotions ran high as Erica's composure cracked slightly. You don't get to pretend you're above this. Jasmine's frustration finally spilled over. I am above calling someone's ex for dirt. That's your playbook, not mine. That comment hit like a slap. Erica's mouth dropped open. Wow. So now I'm messy and pathetic. If the shoe fits, Jasmine muttered. That was the tipping point. Erica lunged forward, not physically attacking, but invading Jasmine's personal space aggressively. Say it with your chest, she demanded. Jasmine didn't move. You heard me. Producers rushed closer, hands ready to separate them if necessary. One friend jumped in between them. This is getting out of control, but the damage was done. Erica's voice trembled, not with fear but fury. You have been undermining me since day one. You smile for the cameras and then plant seeds of dead in every room I'm not in. Jasmine shook her head. I don't need to plant anything. Your behavior speaks for itself. Fans are shocked at how the argument kept uncovering layer after layer of hidden resentment. It wasn't about a showcase. It wasn't about a text. It was about ego, legacy, survival on reality television. Erica suddenly stepped back, breathing hard. You know what? Keep pretending you're innocent. But the truth always comes out. Jasmine crossed her arms again. I'm not pretending. I'm standing in it. Erica grabbed her purse from the chair. You better hope your version of the truth holds up. Is that a threat? Jasmine asked coldly. It's a warning, Erica replied, and just when it seemed like Erica might storm out, she turned back around one more time. Oh, and one more thing, she added, her voice dangerously calm. The blogger you accused me of talking to. She has recordings. The room froze yet again. Recordings of what? Jasmine asked slowly. Of someone who sounds a lot like you, Erica said. Jasmine's face drained of color for just a moment before she recovered. If you have proof, show it, Erica tilted her head. Patience, all in due time. That cryptic response sent shockwaves through everyone present. The family was left divided, whispers starting instantly. Did recordings actually exist? Was Erica bluffing, or was Jasmine about to be exposed in a way she never anticipated? Jasmine forced a confident smile. You're reaching, Erica shrugged. We'll see. And with that, she walked toward the door. But before she exited, she paused and looked over her shoulder. Just remember, you started this. The door closed behind her with a sharp click that echoed in the now-silent room. Jasmine stood still for several seconds, staring at the spot where Erica had been standing. Her friend approached cautiously. Are you okay? Jasmine let out a shaky breath. She's trying to intimidate me. But what about the recordings? Someone asked quietly. Jasmine hesitated, just for a fraction of a second. And that hesitation did not go unnoticed. There are no recordings, she said firmly. Because there's nothing to record. But even as she said it, doubt flickered in her eyes. Outside in the hallway, Erica leaned against the wall, breathing hard, her hands slightly trembling. A producer approached her. Are you serious about the recordings? Erica looked straight ahead. I don't bluff. Back inside, Jasmine picked up her phone immediately. I need to make a call, she muttered, stepping into a quieter corner. Her voice dropped low as she dialed, Hey, we have a situation. And as both women began making their separate moves behind the scenes, it became clear that this wasn't just a heated conversation anymore. This was strategic. This was chess, not checkers. And the next move either of them made could completely shift the power dynamic for the rest of the season. And the next move either of them made could completely shift the power dynamic for the rest of the season, because within minutes of that door closing, Jasmine's phone call turned from a whisper into a tense exchange that had even her closest friend looking nervous. She paced back and forth saying, No, I never said that, not like that. You need to figure out who's twisting this before it spirals well across the building. Erica was in her own corner, speaking in hushed but urgent tones, telling someone on the other end I'm done protecting her. If she wants worse, she's going to get the whole battlefield. And fans are shocked at how quickly what seemed like a simple confrontation transformed into a strategic standoff with receipts, rumors, and reputations hanging in the balance. Jasmine eventually returned to the main room, her posture straighter, her face composed, but her eyes sharp. I'm not letting anyone play with my name, she announced to the small group still gathered, and that statement alone reignited the tension because one castmate responded carefully. Well, Erica seems pretty confident, and confidence usually comes from something. Jasmine snapped back. Confidence can come from delusion. To don't confuse the two. Emotions ran high again as whispers spread that the blogger in question had indeed hinted online about upcoming audio leaks tied to two major cast members, and the internet was already buzzing before the episode even aired. The family was left divided, not just in that room, but on social media, where fans were picking sides within minutes of early spoilers leaking, some saying Jasmine always finds herself in the center of drama, others arguing Erica thrives off confrontation, and behind the scenes producers were reportedly scrambling because if recordings were real, it could Mean a storyline explosion nobody was prepared to contain. Later that evening, both women ended up at the same industry mixer, an event neither expected the other to attend, and when Jasmine walked in wearing a sleek black dress exuding calm confidence, conversations paused, heads turned, and the air shifted because across the room Erica stood by the bar, already aware of Jasmine's arrival. Their eyes locked from a distance, and you could practically see the unspoken challenge pass between them. A mutual friend tried to lighten the mood, joking, "We cannot have rounded tonight," but the joke fell flat because this wasn't something that could be laughed away. Jasmine approached first, surprisingly, her voice measured. "We are not doing this." Here Erica raised an eyebrow, then, "Don't start something you can't finish." Jasmine inhaled slowly. "I didn't start anything, you blindsided me." Erica leaned closer, lowering her voice so only Jasmine could hear. "Blindsided feels a lot like how I felt when I heard you questioning my stability to industry people." Jasmine's patience thinned. "I questioned your professionalism, not your sanity." Stop twisting words. Erica's lips curved into a tight smile. "Words matter, especially when they're recorded." And there it was again, that word recorded, dangling like a threat between them. Jasmine's shoulders stiffened. "If you have something played." Erica shook her head. "Not tonight." And that refusal only fueled speculation, because if there was proof, why not reveal it? Unless Erica was building suspense for maximum impact. And as the night went on, the tension simmered beneath forced smiles and polite nods, until one blogger unexpectedly approached Jasmine, asking care to comment on the alleged audio leak. Jasmine's composure faltered for the first time that evening. "What audio?" she replied coolly. The blogger smirked. "The one circulating privately, claiming you said Erica would never be top tier without controversy." Gasps erupted from nearby guests. Erica, who had been within earshot, slowly turned toward them, her expression unreadable. "Did you say that?" she asked. Jasmine met her gaze directly. "I never said you needed controversy to be relevant, but did you say I wasn't top tier?" Erica pressed. Jasmine hesitated a fraction too long. "I said this industry is competitive and some people aren't consistent. That's not the same thing." Erica laughed bitterly. "It's the same implication," and the crowd could feel the shift. Again, emotions ran high as more phones came out, capturing every word. Jasmine's voice rose slightly. "You're twisting nuance into narrative." Erica shot back. "Because your nuance always paints me as the weak link." Jasmine stepped forward, lowering her tone. "Don't let insecurity make you hear attacks that weren't there." Erica's face hardened. "Don't gaslight me into thinking I imagined disrespect." And just like that, the argument reignited in public. Louder, sharper, less controlled. Security suddenly edged closer while friends pleaded, "This is not the place." But the damage was already spreading across timelines. In real time, fans are shocked at how raw and unfiltered the exchange became, with some praising Erica for standing firm, others accusing Jasmine of subtle sabotage. And in the middle of it all, the blogger's post went live, teasing exclusive audio dropping soon, with a cryptic caption, "The truth has a voice." And that single sentence sent shockwaves through both camps. Jasmine's phone buzzed, nonstop messages flooding in, asking, "Is it real? Is there audio? What did you say?" She clenched her jaw, whispering, "This is ridiculous." While Erica watched silently, arms crossed, almost daring the universe to expose whatever truth was hiding. And then came the twist nobody anticipated. A third cast member stepped forward, revealing quietly to Jasmine, "I was in the room when that conversation happened." Jasmine turned sharply. "And what exactly do you remember?" The castmate swallowed. "You did say Erica struggles to stand on her own without chaos, but you said it in frustration, not strategy." Erica's eyes widened. "So she did say it." Jasmine's face flushed out. "Was a private venting moment, not a campaign against you." Erica's voice cracked. "Venting to people who work in the same circles as me affects my reputation." Jasmine's tone softened briefly. "I was hurt you were questioning my relationship publicly." Erica responded, "I was questioning authenticity, not attacking your heart." And there it was, the root of it all, mutual distrust layered with pride and perception. The family was left divided yet again, because now the narrative was murkier. Jasmine hadn't outright denied making critical comments, but insisted context mattered, while Erica felt validated in her belief that Jasmine undermined her subtly, strategically. And as the mixer dissolved into chaos with cameras capturing every heated glance, it became evident this was no longer about a single recording. It was about years of competitive tension finally erupting into the open. Jasmine eventually stepped outside, needing air, tears threatening to spill, though she refused to let them fall on camera. "I am not the villain," she muttered to herself. Inside, Erica remained Composed, but her hands trembled slightly as she checked her phone, seeing notifications explode, supporters praising her for demanding accountability, critics accusing her of exaggeration, and as the night closed with both women leaving separately, the unresolved conflict hung heavier than ever because now there were witnesses, partial confirmations, and the looming promise of audio proof that could either vindicate or devastate, and as producers teased upcoming episodes hinting at receipts, alliances shifting, and a shocking revelation that would leave the cast speechless, one thing became painfully clear: this clash was far from over. It was only escalating, and the fallout from this heated conversation was about to ripple through friendships, business deals, and personal lives in ways neither Jasmine nor Erica could fully anticipate, setting the stage for an explosive chain reaction that would redefine loyalties and test just how much truth each of them was really prepared to face. Setting the stage for an explosive chain reaction that would redefine loyalties and test just how much truth each of them was really prepared to face, because the very next morning Atlanta woke up to chaos. The blogger dropped a 30-second teaser clip with distorted audio and captions claiming it was Jasmine's voice saying Erica only trends when she's fighting, and although the clip was muffled, the tone sounded eerily familiar. Fans are shocked. Timelines flooded with debates, think pieces, and slowed down versions of the audio as people tried to analyze every syllable. Jasmine went live almost immediately, her face serious, her voice steady. That clip is edited, she declared. I have never said Erica needs drama to survive. Erica watched the live silently from her kitchen, then posted a simple message on her story: truth doesn't need filters, and that subtle jab only intensified the storm. Emotions ran high as radio hosts began calling both women for comments, and a popular podcast announced an emergency episode to dissect the feud. The family was left divided publicly now, with some cast members riposting Jasmine's denial while others liked Erica's cryptic posts, fueling speculation about where loyalties truly stood behind the scenes. Producers saw ratings gold, but also a cast on the verge of implosion. Jasmine's management team urged her to stay calm, don't over-explain, one advisor warned, but Jasmine felt cornered. I am not going to let a chopped-up clip define me, she snapped. Meanwhile, Erica received confirmation from the blogger that the full recording would drop within 48 hours, and when asked if she had heard the unedited version, Erica responded, I've heard enough, and that confidence suggested she believed a longer audio would support her claims. By midday, a mutual friend attempted to broker peace, arranging a private meeting at a neutral studio. No cameras, no bloggers, just clarity. Jasmine agreed reluctantly, saying this ends today. Erica agreed as well, but with a warning: if she lies again, I'm releasing everything. When they arrived, the tension was suffocating. Jasmine sat first, hands folded on the table. Erica entered moments later, placing her phone face down between them like a silent weapon. I don't want to fight, Erica began, surprisingly calm. I want honesty. Jasmine nodded. Then let's start there. Did you leak that audio? Erica's eyes flashed. No, I didn't need to. The blogger had it already. How? Jasmine pressed. Because someone in your circle sent it, Erica replied, and that revelation stunned Jasmine, who immediately felt betrayal creeping closer. Who would do that? She muttered, more to herself than anyone. The mediator spoke gently. Focus on what was actually said. Jasmine exhaled. Fine, yes, I vented, yes, I said. Erica struggles to maintain attention without controversy, but I said it after she questioned my relationship publicly. I felt attacked. Erica leaned forward. So instead of calling me, you questioned my career to industry people. Jasmine shot back. You questioned my heart on camera. Erica's voice cracked slightly. I questioned what I saw: inconsistency and deflection, not your feelings. And there it was again, the clash of perception versus intention. Jasmine shook her head. You knew that narrative would hurt me, Erica replied, and you knew your words would hurt my brand. Silence filled the room, thick, heavy, unresolved. Then Erica slowly turned her phone over and pressed play. The clearer audio echoed Jasmine's voice, unmistakable, saying, Erica always needs a moment. She can't just stand on talent alone. The sentence landed hard. Jasmine closed her eyes briefly before responding. That was a private frustration, not a strategic smear. Erica's jaw tightened. But you said it to people who book us. That affects opportunities, Jasmine countered. And you doubted my entire relationship on national television. How is that different? Emotions ran high again, but this time the volume stayed lower. More wounded than explosive, the mediator intervened. Both of you retaliated instead of communicating, and that statement hung in the air. Undeniable truth neither wanted to fully own. Jasmine finally admitted, I was hurt and I lashed out. Erica hesitated. then confessed I was suspicious, and I projected, and for a fleeting second it seemed resolution might be possible, but then the mediator asked the critical question, can you trust each other moving forward? And both women fell silent. That hesitation spoke louder than any argument, because trust once fractured doesn't rebuild overnight. Erica broke the silence. I can forgive, but I won't forget. Jasmine replied, I can move forward, but I won't be silent if I feel attacked again. The truth felt fragile, temporary, like a ceasefire rather than peace. And as they prepared to leave, Jasmine added, one more thing. If more audio drops, I need to know you didn't orchestrate it. Erica met her gaze. I didn't, but if there's more context that clears my name. Erica thinks you're calculated. The family was left divided once more, but this time the focus shifted away from Jasmine versus Erica and toward the deeper question of who benefited from keeping them at odds. When Jasmine watched the footage, her face fell into stunned silence. So you played both of us, she asked. During the group confrontation, the confidant defended herself, saying, I was trying to protect my position in a messy environment. Erica responded sharply by creating more mess. That admission sparked a rare moment of alignment between Jasmine and Erica, who for the first time directed their frustration at the same source. Jasmine stated firmly, you had me doubting my instincts. Erica added, and you had me believing she was plotting against me. The tension in the room felt different, not explosive, but heavy with realization that much of their hostility had been amplified by someone they trusted. Producers leaned into the drama, capturing every reaction, every tear, every hardened stare. The confidant eventually broke down crying, saying she felt overshadowed by their larger personalities and feared becoming irrelevant without proximity to their conflict. That vulnerability complicated the narrative again because, while her actions were damaging, her insecurities were painfully human. Jasmine softened slightly, admitting, we all get insecure, but you don't solve that by dividing people. Erica nodded in agreement, adding, loyalty means choosing honesty even when it costs you screen time. That line resonated deeply with viewers who had watched the rivalry dominate headlines for weeks. Social media erupted with debates about accountability, redemption, and whether the confidant deserved forgiveness. Fans are shocked at how quickly the power dynamic shifted from Jasmine versus Erica to a united front demanding clarity. The family was left divided over whether reconciliation was possible, but one thing became undeniable: Jasmine and Erica's conflict had been magnified by outside interference, and recognizing that truth created space for genuine dialogue. Later that evening, Jasmine approached Erica privately, saying, maybe we were too busy defending ourselves to see who was stirring the pot. Erica responded quietly, maybe we were. And for the first time, their laughter returned, not sarcastic, not defensive, but cautious and real. They revisited the initial hurt, acknowledging that competition in their industry naturally breeds suspicion, but agreeing that direct communication could have prevented escalation. Jasmine admitted, I should have called you before venting. Erica replied, I should have asked you before assuming intent. That exchange marked a pivotal turning point, not a fairy tale resolution, but a mature understanding forged through public conflict. As the season built toward its finale, producers teased a reunion special, promising unfiltered conversations and surprise revelations. Viewers speculated whether unresolved resentment would resurface under pressure, because reunions have a way of reopening healed wounds. When the reunion stage was finally set, bright lights, dramatic music, hosts seated center, tension simmered once again. But this time, Jasmine and Erica entered side by side, not as best friends, but as women who had survived a storm together. The host wasted no time playing the infamous audio clip, followed by the confidant's confession, asking bluntly, do you trust each other now? Jasmine answered, first, trust is rebuilt in actions, not words. Erica added, and we're still in progress, but we're no longer enemies. That statement drew applause from some cast members, while others exchanged skeptical glances. Emotions ran high when the confidant attempted another apology, this time more direct, acknowledging she let envy cloud her judgment. Jasmine accepted the apology cautiously, saying forgiveness doesn't erase impact. Erica echoed the sentiment, but extended grace, noting we all learned something painful this season. The reunion climaxed when the host asked if they could ever see themselves collaborating professionally. Jasmine looked at Erica thoughtfully and said, if respect remains mutual, why not? Erica smiled slightly, replying, growth looks good on both of us. Fans are shocked at the evolution from explosive confrontation to tentative collaboration, and as the cameras zoomed out, capturing the entire cast, reflecting on a season defined by betrayal, accusations, and unexpected unity, It became clear that while drama may ignite ratings, it is accountability that sustains legacy. The family was left divided at times, but ultimately forced to confront deeper truths about communication, pride, and the cost of public conflict as the final montage played, showing flashbacks of their heated argument juxtaposed with their calmer reunion exchange. Viewers witnessed the full arc of rivalry, transformation, and cautious reconciliation, leaving one lingering question hanging in the air. Was this the end of the clash, or simply the beginning of a new dynamic where former rivals learn to coexist in a world that profits from their discord, setting the stage for whatever unpredictable chapter awaits next? What a season this has been! From that first explosive sit-down to leaked audio, shifting alliances, shocking confessions, and a reunion that nobody saw coming. The clash between Jasmine Washington and Erica Racine completely reshaped the energy of LHHATL Season 13. What started as a heated conversation about loyalty and reputation spiraled into accusations of sabotage, betrayal from within their own circle, and a truth that was far more complicated than fans expected. Emotions ran high, friendships were tested, and the family was left divided more than once. Fans are shocked at how quickly the narrative shifted. One minute it looked like Jasmine was being exposed. The next, Erica's suspicions seemed justified. Then came the twist of manipulation from someone they both trusted. In the end, what we witnessed wasn't just drama for television. It was pride, insecurity, ambition, and growth colliding in real time. And while they may not be best friends, they're no longer standing on opposite sides of the battlefield either. But here's the real question. Do you think the peace between them is genuine, or is this just a temporary truce before another explosion? Do you believe Jasmine's comments were harmless frustration, or was Erica right to feel undermined? And can trust ever truly be rebuilt after something like this plays out so publicly? I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Whose side are you on? And what do you think is coming next this season? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the drama, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications so you never miss the next breakdown. Because if this premiere taught us anything, it's that in reality TV, the calm never lasts for long. My name, I won't stop it from coming out, and that ambiguous answer.